Well, I love that you talk about envisioning, people envisioning, 'cause that's a huge part of what I've learned really helps me to talk to Jesus in a way that kind of drops the religious formula thing. Is For me, I have this spot, I can literally see it out my window right over there on the side of my house I go to. And there's always an empty chair in the morning there. And I just sit there. And after a couple, maybe it's 10 seconds or a minute, I just get in this place like, God, meet me here. I want to meet you here. And I never look up at the face. But always in my mind's eye, these two sandals come and sit on the chair next to me. And it's Jesus in my mind and in my heart. And I talk to him like he's another mid-30s guy that loves me and is all-knowing and cares and wants to be there. And it's changed the way I pray, for sure. We talk about that a little bit in the book. And really, honestly, just the book kind of takes 40 different excerpts of scripture, and it's 40 daily readings of all these different aspects of what really jumped up to my heart and kind of exploded in a new way in my spirit of what prayer means and the power of it, and that God is listening, and how you find God, and how Jesus says to pray, and how Jesus had to, he showed us about prayer. And even when he was wrung to his last drops, his Father, forgive them from even when he was wrung out to his bare minimum, still praying out scripture. And just so many little moments, and some stories that aren't even necessarily about prayer, but you see, like in the thief on the cross, who checked no boxes of religion and was not holy at all, about to die for what he'd done, says, remember me. And Jesus hears him and says, I remember you. Anyways, all these stories that just moved my heart. By the end of the book, I had rediscovered the joy of prayer, and I pray in a different way now, and I think I will for the rest of my life. But a lot of it, in my mind, it's imagining Jesus right there with me, and it's also for me these stories and reading through these stories and kind of daily of the power of prayer, all the way from the Old Testament to the New Testament, and the truths of prayer and the promises of prayer, having them all kind of fresh in my heart and bringing that into a place with the Lord was hugely impactful to me. And I hope it would be the same for others.